Hello, everybody. Miko Patton back here again as your instructor. So, as PR professionals, we want to incorporate Clubhouse as a business strategy for our own clients or for those who we are servicing. So, I'm going to give you 10, 15 ways to think of it as a way to use it as a business strategy. One thing is go into Clubhouse with the idea of building brand awareness. If your client, say for instance, is a brand, then you want to regularly host rooms in Clubhouse on behalf of them, and even have them as a guest so that you can interview them so that their customers can get to know, like, and trust them so that they will be able to sell to them. So get on Clubhouse on a regular basis as a way for brand awareness. Number two, you can run impromptu focus groups. Say, for instance, your client is rolling out something new and they're just not sure how it's going to go over with the public. You can jump on Clubhouse, start a room, and maybe offer something free just by people getting on there and being giving you advice or giving you feedback for different focus groups. So think of it as business. How can you do business for your client on Clubhouse? Three, get feedback. I mean, Clubhouse is a great app where you can get feedback from people, open up a room, ask questions, get to know them, bring them on stage, ask them what type of services do they like to use, go into different clubs, start your own club, and find out what it is that people want, and then go ahead and then create that for them. Number four, it's a great way to connect with customers. I mean, the fastest way to get to someone's heart is to listen to them and then have them listen to you. It's something about this app, something about audio that is so, it cuts out everything. If you are not authentic, if you don't truly know what you're talking about, then it is easily detectable when it comes to listening to you on Clubhouse. So it is a great way to get feedback from people and to reach them, to truly reach them, and not just always posting things, but you're having feedback. It's a dialogue. It's not a monologue, and it's just a really great tool to use. So another thing you can do, number five, hiring events. If you're hiring people and say you want to do some interviews and talk to them, then Clubhouse is a great way. Say you're doing a hiring event on Clubhouse, and then talk about what some of the jobs are, what the jobs entail, and then you can have them go to your Instagram in your link, and they can find out more information, learn more about the hiring event. But it's a really great way to interact with people, to know people, because just on a resume, you really don't get to know somebody. But if you can get them into a Clubhouse room, you can really get to know the people that you're going to be hiring for your business. Another thing to do is host weekly team meetups. With this pandemic, it's really forced all of us to think differently, do things differently. And it's a great way to have a meetup. Maybe you don't want to be on video, and a person can just talk over the app. You can just check in with people, see how they're doing, if they have any questions or issues. It's a really great way to get the entire team together and just hear each other. And you can really tell by a person's intonation, if they're doing well or if they're not doing well. So this is just a great way. Number 7, share company announcements. Like if you have announcements in your company or in your PR firm, it's a great way to get people, hey, just jump on Clubhouse. Let me let you in on what's going on in our company right now. It's a great way to do announcements instead of just a regular email or, just thinking differently, doing things differently, switching things up a bit. Another thing you can do is to share offers. Like that's why we're here, right? We want to not only to engage with people, but we want to share with them our products, not because we're trying to push something on them, but because we know that our products are good products and we want to benefit somebody else. So it's a great way to talk about your products, and it's a great way to improve your product. Perhaps you can jump on Clubhouse, get a room of people and talk about what are some of the things they like, some of the things they dislike, some of the things that they would like to see. So it's a great way to do that. It's a great way to interact with industry influencers. I would have to say that prior to me getting on this app, I didn't know any of these influencers, but by being on the app and by being active and by sending them DM messages in their Instagram, asking them to moderate with me, to come into my rooms, I've really gotten to know them, and I'm supporting them, they're supporting me, and it really is a really great way to really get to know people that you would normally not ever get a chance to meet. Hey, you can teach somebody something new that you learn. Perhaps even though you're in the PR world, you have a hobby that you love to do and you want to teach it to other people. Jump on a Clubhouse room and do that. This was so interesting. There was, I think it was IHOP. They had a Clubhouse room with just sizzling bacon. It was just sizzling for hours and hours, and people came into the room just to hear the sizzling bacon. Oh my goodness. So, hey, be creative. Even if you don't have a word to say, like IHOP, all they had was the bacon sizzling, but people flocked to that room and it was a major hit. So, hey, anything goes, anything you can do can happen in Clubhouse. Just think differently. You can build an amazing community of listeners, just around a topic that you like talking about. You'll be surprised how these people will flock every week as long as you're consistent. You're there every week. It's kind of like I remember when I was a kid, we would get the TV guide and we knew exactly what time those shows were going to be on, and we were there every week. So you want to be like that on Clubhouse. Be there every week. Serve your audience, get to know your audience, and you truly can help elevate your own business and their lives. Another thing to do is, by you being consistent, you will be building your authority. And of course, authority is all you need in today's world in order to really do well in your business. So be consistent, be on Clubhouse, and contribute to raising your authority. Another idea is to develop relationships with your listeners. Every time you're there, why not do a shout out to them? On your app, you can see the names of people in your audience. And one thing, it was a quote I will never forget. It says, the most beautiful thing to a person's ears is their name. So if you can just shout them out, tell them their name, that instantly creates rapport, and a person really wants to follow you and get to know you, and get to know whatever it is that you were talking about. So definitely do that. You can host Q&A calls. Perhaps your customers have some questions they want to ask you, or perhaps your clients' customers have questions they want to ask you. Hey, just say, let's jump on Clubhouse and let's answer some questions, and just really get to the heart of it. So just think of different ways you can use Clubhouse as a business strategy. Why not connect with different media outlets? That's a great, build your media campaigns by joining pitch rooms. There are so many rooms on Clubhouse about how to perfect your pitch. You can start a room on how to perfect your pitch and invite media to your rooms. I know I did a Clubhouse room on the importance of establishing relationships with reporters, and I got some really interesting people to come. I got 5WPR president Ron Tarosian came. And also I got a privilege to interview Peter Shankman of Help a Reporter Out. He came. So I mean, there's so many. I mean, I never would have met them, and there's so many people that I met just because of this app. So think of Clubhouse as a business strategy, and your business will skyrocket. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.